That's in the title. You don't have to start off with that. You already see it.
We're plugging you in everything, Pierre. Don't worry.
We're gonna put the address in the title too.
Yeah. Your TCG store, your number, everything. Contact you directly.
Store hours.
We're gonna link the Facebook page
Everything
in the description.
This is Royalty Gaming's Thomas, who topped a couple of weeks ago, I'm gonna say, at a Pokemon tournament. What were you playing?
I was playing Pikarom. This deck sucks.
Jesus, show us this bad deck.
Alright, so we play 3 Pikachu and Zekrom.
I thought this card was good.
This card is good.
Try and put him here, though.
This card is good. Full Blitz is amazing. A lot of people play 2, playing 3. It kind of sucks when one of them's prized and you only have 1, but you still have the Zoroark in deck, which we play 2 of. So you could cut this to 2 and still have these 2. The same thing with this, you play 2 because if one's prized, if you only play 1 and it's prized, it really sucks because it puts you really far behind. But Plasma Fist is really good too, so even if like you're playing the 2 Pikachus and it's one of those prized, you can still use Plasma Fist and go off from there. But I like playing 3. Tapu Koko, you need it in the mirror match. You need it against Charizard because if they go 4 energies onto a Charizard, they usually put the 5th one on and you just hit them with Tapu Thunder for a knockout.
Is your whole deck full art?
I wish. This is the saddest part of the deck right here, 2 Denenes. I don't like this card, but I love this card at the same time.
You don't like the discard?
It just depends how like your hand's like built up. Like if your hand's like 3 Electro Powers and you need to like discard, it really sucks. So
do you prefer the Marshadow?
We'll get to that card. Okay. We play the 1 Lele just to search it out. Any supporter we need to search out, we have it. So
what are you gonna do when that's no longer part of standard?
Honestly, I don't know. But
play
like
expanded.
Play expand. Yeah, it's that easy, right? But there's never times where like I'm actively looking for it, unless like I'm first turn Lily or something like for 8. But there's very rarely times where I'm like Ultra Ball, I need the Lele, like unless like I need to find a Guzma. But I mean, I think it'll be easy to fill. It's more the Coco I'm afraid of losing than that because this just like punishes bad players where they just put too much energy, especially in a mirror match if they go full blitz 3 and then 3 onto the active Pikarom, you just bust this down because they either don't see it coming or they just don't play around it because they're bad. Drew does that.
When is this rotating out?
Well, these both leave in rotation, so but this I think that's the only thing leaving in rotation that's big other than Guzma.
Do you think Pikarom's dead?
No. Pikarom's still gonna be really good after rotation. For the non-GXs, Tapu Koko, Prism Star. This is prized. This deck sucks. Like, you need this every first turn. Like, you can't play without it. That's basically what happens.
And when there's a muck on board.
I mean, going first, we shouldn't have to deal with a muck. I always want to... Going first, it's always getting set up onto one of these 2. And going first, you always want to start full blitz with 3 on it, no matter what. Even if you're going first or you're going second, going first, you just want to kind of end with. If you can end with 3, it's cool. But if you can end with 2 and still being able to get to the full blitz next turn, it's really good. And I'm only playing 1 Zapdos. I honestly want to cut it because there's times where I don't need it, but it's that thing of nice having it when you need it. Because this just one-shots, the little things going first and second. You hit the Zeruos, you hit the Jirachis if you're playing against Zap Beast or Zapdos, so that's really good.
It's best to have and not need than need and not have.
Exactly. The 1 Mew, there was a lot of wheezing. Luckily I didn't play any, so this really didn't come up. In the mirror match it came up, but it didn't matter because I was a dumbass and didn't see the prizes, so. But it's really good. 2 Marshalls. So
better than any?
Not better than any, but it's for some reason I was opening Marshadow like crazy. I opened it twice, and it was just really nice having the second Marshadow in the deck, so I can just get out of weird hands that I started with. Like my first match, I opened up Marshadow, and I had another Marshadow in hand, so I was like, this Marshadow has to carry us somewhere. So, but it did. So
did his job.
That was cool. For the stadiums, we played 1 Viridian and 1 Thunder Mountain. So the entire tournament, I always wished that there was either a Lysander's Lab in here or 2 Lysander's Lab other than a Viridian. It was nice having the Viridian. Just to shut off the tools, because I didn't play any against... I played against Like in the finals or in top 4, I played against Sil Valley, and it would have been nice to have been able to just place down the light center lamps and just turn off the memories, but we didn't play it.
Yeah.
But Viridian was really good just to get the discards off.
Hindsight's 2020.
Exactly. 4 Lilies, best supporter in the deck. 3 Guzmas.
Not one.
Not 4. Rotating, so that doesn't matter either. 1 Wagner. I kind of didn't want to play this card, and I kind of still didn't want to play it. I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. Just mostly because I thought I would need to search out Field Blower a lot, and I was thinking of bumming it too just for that reason alone, but it didn't come up, so playing 1 was the good call. 1 Cynthia. If I wanted to cut the Wagner, I would have played the 2nd Cynthia. Just because there's weird times where you draw 3 Lilies and you can't do anything with them, and it's just better to draw a Cynthia to just put the cards back. And the Cynthia comes up a lot more when we get into the items, so like, instance, playing the 4 Electro Powers. The reason I lost in top 4 was just dropping the Electric Powers every time. There was, and it's more in like late game where you kind of wish you didn't drop an Electro Power. So like in the first match, or in the first game of the top 4 match, I had dropped an Electro Power early, and I lost the game because of it, because I wasn't able to take a knockout on a Persian GX. And then in the 3rd game, I just lost because I Marshallowed trying to get into a better hand going first, and I drew Order Pad, Electro Power, Electro Power, Electro Power. And the only play that I thought would work, because I just figured my opponent had already set up, so I was like, I would have to go Electromagnetic Radar and just try to get into a better hand. But in the end, I just couldn't deal with the Zorax because of the 210. So that's the only thing that I don't like about the DNA when it comes down to that. We played the 4 Energy Switch.
Not cloggy.
Not cloggy at all. Honestly, I wish I played the 4 Energy Switch and the 2 Multi-Switch instead of the 1 Multi-Switch. Because there's a lot of times where I'd go Tapu Koko Prism Star and not have one of these. And still at the same time it was okay because I would at least get to one of them, and I never have to get to the second one to put all 3 on the active. But it's just going second, you really want to draw 2 of them at least if you're able to get the Coco play off. And then we play Order Pad. This card is really annoying.
How many times did you whiff?
Honestly, at the tournament, I might have whiffed twice. I want to say I had to have used it at least more than 12 times.
You only whiffed twice?
I only whiffed twice. And even in the top 4 matchup, I never whiffed on it. And I still wished I didn't play this card.
Damn. That bad.
And the only thing that kind of sucks about Order Pad is there's just times where you Order Pad and you don't know what you're getting. So, the 3 Ultra Balls, 2 Radars, and 2 Nest Balls.
We're still playing Nest Ball?
Yes. The only reason I didn't play more Nest Balls was because the Order Pads. And in hindsight, I would have preferred the 4th Ultra Ball and the 3rd Nest Ball instead of the Order Pads. Just because whiffing the Order Pads really sucks when you can't get to what you need to get to. And just drawing into the Ultra Balls just to discard energy was like the biggest thing I wanted to get to all day. Just because it was really difficult to get 2 energies in the discard for the Coco sometimes. And then for the 1-up items, we play 1 Field Blower. Like I said, if I wanted to get to this, I had the Wagner to get to it. The biggest thing was just trying to get to this if I ever played Wheezy, but luckily I didn't play against that. The 1 Mysterious Treasure. This was really clutch and getting to Marshadow, like first turn especially, if I was able to get to the Marshadow first turn just with this, because I didn't have to commit so many resources for the Ultra Ball.
And Marshadow turn 1, was that like a priority or no?
Oh yeah, I want to say the 3rd match that I played, I was playing against Dugong Zorak, and I Marshallowed him down to 4 going first, and he just bricked in that entire game, and I just took out his 2 Dugongs, and that was it.
Spicy.
The 1 multi-switch, basically the 5th energy switch. Wish I played the 2nd one, but we didn't. The Stealthy Hood, this didn't come up all day because I didn't play against Stall and I didn't play against Wheezy. And the only matchup where it might have actually mattered was when I played against Zorak, if they put down a Muck, so I could just attach it to the Zorak, or to the Zoroark, but that never came up. And the 1 choice band.
Not 2.
I didn't think I needed the 2nd one just because we had the the electro powers, so I didn't think we really needed to get up to those numbers. Looking back on it, maybe the second one would have been better than probably the Order Pad 2, but the Order Pads did their jobs at the tournament, so that's all that matters. And then just lastly, we play 11 energies.
And you know, if I had to ask, what tournament was this?
This was the Beanie League Cup.
And what did you place?
I placed, I want to say, third or fourth.
Oh, nice. And what were your matches?
Round 1, I played Meganium Needle Queen. Round 2, I played Pikarom, which I lost. Round 3, I played Zorak. Round 4, I played Pikarom again, and I won that one. And
Coco GX, too good.
No, Marshadow, too good. Again, that one I break them down, and he wasn't able to draw out of it. I think he actually Marshadowed himself because his hand was really bad, and he just couldn't play out of it. Because then he went full blitz, attached 3, so he had 5 energies on a Pikarom, and I just Coco'd and knocked it out. And then 5th round, I played Zorak, which, when it comes down to Zorak, if you're not getting rid of your electro powers, it's all about just putting your foot down on the gas and just not letting go, because they can outspeed. You can outspeed them going first, but after that, you gotta keep up with them because they can get to anything with just trade. And he was playing Lycanroc too, so that was the biggest thing, because every time you bench a Lycanroc, the priority was taking out the Lycanroc, because as soon as he was able to, like, say, Bloodthirsty Eyes up a Pikachu, that's probably going to be it. So.
What is it he the one that won? Even?
No, that was Edgar.
Oh, okay.
Daniel was
Okay.
What was your hardest matchup?
I want to say the top 4 matchup against Zorak Savali was probably the hardest, if not my second round against the Pikarom player. Well, no, because I want to say it was the Zorak, because the Pikarom player I just didn't. I thought I was gonna win because I didn't realize that I only had 2 prizes left, or he had 2 prizes left, because I thought going into the next turn I was gonna win, but I completely ignored the fact that he had 2 prizes.
So, okay. And what was your MVP of the whole tourney? What card did the most for you?
What card did the most?
Marshadow, right?
Yeah, probably Marshadow. Between everything, it was just Marshadow, just putting them down to 4 and seeing if they could play out of it. A lot of times they couldn't, because round 1 they couldn't play out of it. Round 3 he couldn't play out of it. Round 4 he just lost to his own Marshadow, so he just couldn't play out of it.
What
So
are you playing right now?
I'm still playing this, so probably gonna move to Charizard though. That was another thing. I didn't play Charizard all day. That was the one match that I legit was fearing, just because it's a really hard uphill battle with this deck to beat Charizard. Just because Flare Strike doing 230 and just losing to a Choice Band is just puts you so far behind. Especially if you get the full blitz going and you play into the Flare Strike thinking they don't have it or something. Because if you go trying to get the 600s on the Pikachu and just hoping that they don't have it, you just kind of auto lose. Or even trying to build up 2 things, he's still gonna one shot you, and you can't one shot it as easily if he has the Choice Band.
Did you have anything spicy happen during the event? Any plays you did you're like, oh man?
Was there anything spicy?
Or anything that happened to you? Or
There was something other, man. We can't talk about it.
we'll talk about it after this.
We'll talk about it after the video, but
Anything else you want to tell the people?
shout out to Team Royalty and shout out to Poltergeist Games.
Hey, thanks, and we'll take anything else.